Okay, so in this short video, I'm going to demonstrate for you how to set up your Weebly website account and then a few little demonstrations of some of the things you'll have to do to set up your website shell. So let's get started. I'm on the course homepage here, but I am going to navigate to the website Weebly.com, and I'm going to go over here to the right and I'm going to click sign up. And I'll type in a password. So I got my password in and I'm going to agree to everything without reading it. I'll save my password. And now it's thinking. Okay, I don't want a business website, I want a personal website. So I'm going to go to try Weebly websites. That's the first order of business. Here's where you select different themes, and I recommend, I'm going to go to the personal options. I recommend picking a theme that's very simple. I'm going to go to portfolio because that's kind of what I'm making, is a portfolio. So I'm going to select the second one just because it's, I'm going to select the second one because it looks the most simple to me. I'm going to go to start editing. I don't know why I got an error message on that page. Okay, so the very first thing that it's going to ask you once you pick your theme is, what do you want your website name to be? Now, watch carefully about this because it's a little bit misleading here, okay? You can pick whatever you want and see whether or not it's available. But for the purpose of this class, I'm going to say EDET. I'm going to say Ed Tech, and then my last name, Sherman. But as I mentioned, you can pick anything you want. Okay, if it's available, you'll get a screen that looks like this. Now, the first options are for a professional domain, and you do not want to select any of these because they cost money. You want to go down to the very bottom to get a Weebly subdomain. And you'll notice that in these subdomains, you're going to have Weebly.com as part of your primary or root address. And that's okay. This course has a Weebly.com, and that's because I'm not paying for the services. So I'm going to, that's the one you're going to pick, the bottom one. So click on that, and I'm done. Okay, so that's it. I've set up my website. I'll bookmark Weebly.com, and I'll try to remember my password to get in, and there you go. So here we are with our site, and you'll notice that it's full of options that I don't want. I don't want it called my site. I don't want these links because they don't relate to the website that you need to build for the class, and I don't want any of these images. And I've discovered, honestly, rather than create a new blank page, which you can do and it would save you time, just to get used to all of this, I'm gonna just delete these. So when you hover over an image, you'll see that a little red X shows up in the corner, and you go to delete, and you go to delete, and you go to delete. I guess these are moving up. Yeah, there you go. All right, I got all those done. Oh, and some of them are getting bigger. I'm deleting this row of pictures, and I'll delete the pineapples and the flowers and the weed plant that's growing in my house. That's not true, but it's what it looked like. Okay, so now I have a blank home page. And on this page, I'm asking you to put a little bit to create a welcoming page. So you will put an image on this page, and you'll create, again, you're going to create a menu out of pages, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then you'll title your site. and you could turn that on or off if you want to. So maybe one of the first things I'll do is I'll go to settings and I'll change the title of my site to, in this case, Greg Sherman's Ed Tech site, just for the heck of it. So, and I have to click save. And now you'll notice that when I go back out to build the website, that the name of the site is up there. Okay, you'll notice from on the course for this project, I'll go to projects. You'll notice that on the Weebly website shell that I'm asking you to create a homepage, which we just did in Weebly. But then I also want you to have a menu titled Me and My Students, one community building, instructional support, management, PD support, and then I think it's handy to put a link back to the course website since you have to go back and forth a lot between your Weebly site and this. So I'm just going to demonstrate setting up the first couple of drop-down menu, and then I'll show you how to put a page under a menu real quick. And then the rest you can just figure out on your own or watch some how-to videos and that kind of thing. So let's get started then by creating, going back to Weebly now, we created a home page. When I click on pages, you'll notice that this allows me to navigate the actual pages. Check this out. If I hover over the three little dots and I click and I drag that page up, so the contact page, notice that the contact page switched order in the menu. But I actually want to delete this page because I don't want a contact page. So make sure you do that before you publish your site for the first time, because you have to do it anyway. I'm going to delete the About Me page too because I don't need that. So now my site is only one page. To create a new page, and this one is going to be called Me and My Students, I'm going to go click the plus icon up here next to pages, and I'm going to click standard page, and then I'm going to title it Me and My Students. So that's the name of that page. And as I want you to do for all your pages, click no header for the type, because if you keep it on header, then it's going to take up a lot of real estate with some images and stuff. You don't want a header on your pages. You just want a blank, nice working canvas for each page. So I'm going to click done. So now I've created my Me and My Students page. Actually, though, I made a mistake because I wanted this to be a drop-down menu, not a page. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Check this out. I'm going to rename this page. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to call this page About Me. Okay? So there. This is a page that has to be under the menu called Me and My Students. So I'm going to go back to pages. There's About Me. Now I'm going to create a drop-down menu. So watch this. I'm going to click on the plus. I'm going to go all the way down to non-clickable menu. Click on that. Now this is the one I'm going to title Me and My Students. And I am done. And you'll notice now I have three things on my site page: Home, About Me, and Me and My Students. Well, I want Me and My Students to be, I want About Me to be under Me and My Students. So the way you do that is actually very simple. So watch this. I'm in my Pages area, and I got there by clicking the page option at the top menu here. So I'm going to drag the About Me page. I'm going to put it under Me and My Students, and then I'm going to drag it a little bit to the right so that it's bumped in a little. Hopefully you can see that. It's bumped in, and now check out what that did. Now when I hover over Me and My Students, which by the way, when you click on that, nothing happens. But when you go down over About Me, now it opens up the About Me page. And I know I'm on this page right now because it's highlighted in blue over here. So as soon as I do that, I'm going to go to Build, and I will drag a title onto this page, and I'm going to call it About Me. I like to put a little divider under the page title name. and there's a divider, and then I can put an image on there by dragging the image element on the left down here. And notice that when I drag it on the page, a little blue line shows up. That tells me where I'm going to be placing it. So I put the image down there, and this is where I would upload an image of me. I click on that, and then I upload it from my computer. And here, I'll just show you how that happens. I'm going to go to my course, images, me. There's a picture of me for the fall. And there I am, took that from my phone. And then when I want to add some text about me, I'm going to drag the text element over here underneath my picture. And then I can type away about me, ... And also, one thing also is you can resize your image. You can edit it, but you can also click, whoops, that's a little small, resize it if I want. And I also want to put maybe a border around it. And I know I'm going fast, but you'll get the hang of it once you play around with this for a while. So anyway, this is how I just created a page that's about me. And again, on your home page, I want you to do something personal here as well for you. So that is how you get started. That's how you create an account, and that is how you start to sketch out your course website. And then once you're ready for the first time, you can click on publish, and I did that. You'll notice that my website is published, and it indicates my my web address up here. And I don't want to do any upgrades or anything like that. I'm just going to keep it this way all semester long. So I can click on that and it'll take me to my website. And this is now live for the world to see. There we go. And there you have it. So I hope you find this as easy as it looks.